Welcome back to Crystal Clear on the Roundtable. I'm Ostrich Vox, and Steven Universe Season 5 only has about 8 episodes left. To some, they may seem like a lot. To others, that might not seem like a lot at all. And I'm one of those others. Really? Only 8 episodes already? Even with the abundance of hiatuses, the season kind of flew by. Although that's mostly because when there is new episodes, there's like 5 at once. But I digress. With Season 5 inching closer and closer to the finish line, it pegs the question, what will the show even be about in Season 6? Alright, I know what you guys are thinking. Really, Kevin? The remaining 8 episodes are probably gonna take us the rest of 2018 to air, yet you already wanna think about a Season 6? And yes, I do, because it's apparent these remaining 8 episodes will be focused on wrapping up the Pink Diamond storyline. And if Blue and Yellow Diamond are involved, it probably won't be into the last possible minute. But that's the thing. With only 8 episodes, the show can only fit in so much and so many characters, and including the diamonds. So not only do I want to speculate on Season 6, I want to give what my idea on the season will be, how it builds off the aftermath of Rose being Pink Diamond, and by extension, Steven being Pink Diamond, and how it will give a proper role to White Diamond and corruption. Alright, let's dive in. Now, we will not be talking about the major spoiler Cartoon Network put out last month. No siree, not touching that. But if you're one of the people who did see that spoiler, I will say it could support this theory. Could, but it honestly doesn't affect it either way. Alright, so with these remaining episodes of Season 5, we will likely see both Steven come to terms with the fact that his mom was Pink Diamond, what that means for him, his lineage, in conjunction with the Diamond's reactions to this revelation as well. And it's certainly in the show's best interest to leave the Diamonds in sort of a gray area with Steven, where they're no longer bent on destroying the Earth, but also aren't going to be buddy-buddy either. After all, once they found out that Steven has Pink Diamond's gemstone, and that Pink Diamond was Rose Quartz, and that there was no actual shattering, their aggression and hatred towards the planet kind of just goes out the window. Moving forward from that, Steven will likely feel more compelled than ever to fix his mother's mistakes, including an indirect mistake of hers, corruption. Because of Pink Diamond's actions, Yellow, Blue, and White Diamond sent out an attack that corrupted all the remaining gems on Earth, both crystal gems and homeworld soldiers, leaving them as mindless creatures. Now, the crystal gems did say Rose tried to heal corruption before, and Steven's actually come the closest to healing it. Now that we know that Rose is Pink Diamond, that means Pink Diamond alone was not enough to undo the damage caused by her fellow diamonds. That's insane to me. That shows that their power combined obviously outweighs a sole diamond. And corruption has been a recurring problem that's been plaguing our characters since day one. It even claimed the likes of Jasper. So now that one major plot point is being wrapped up, it makes sense to move on to the next one. But if Pink Diamond couldn't do it, how will Steven? Well, that's where his new dynamic with the diamonds could come into play. Again, whether or not they're just okay with Steven or flat out adore him is yet to be seen, but for the sake of this theory, it would have to be more along the lines of them being on a somewhat middle ground where they don't love Steven, they could barely even like him, but they're willing to just let him exist in peace. Steven would go to the diamonds once more and plead for all 4 of them to work together to cure corruption. That maybe with the 3 diamonds in conjunction with Steven's healing powers, they can undo the damage and revert all of those gems back to normal, including Centipedo and Jasper, and maybe even those gems Bismuth mentioned, Crazy Lace, Biggs, and Snowflake. And this is where White Diamond would finally have a big role in the story. Whether or not she appears before Season 5 is over is yet to be seen. Personally, I am hoping for a name drop or maybe even a physical appearance, even if it's something like over the Diamond Communicator with Yellow Diamond back in Message Received. But again, only 8 episodes left, she's not going to have an important role, just introduction. And I think it would be interesting that even if the other diamonds co-sign on curing corruption, White Diamond isn't sold on the idea. She's the opposing force. Not necessarily a mustache twirling villain, but she sees no reason to cure those gems, even her own soldiers. If they weren't quick enough to get off the planet, then maybe they deserve that fate. And if they rebelled against their leaders, why on earth would they heal them? And while the diamonds are so horrible people for the mass genocide and colonizing planets, I would see where White Diamond could come from in this hypothetical scenario. And that does seem like a stance one of the diamonds would take. Why should we help them out? Thus, that would be the overarching plot for Season 6, convincing the diamonds, especially White Diamond, to help Steven cure all those gems. And this would put White Diamond in an intriguing light, considering the other diamonds were humanized and that would be all, and we got to see a different side of them. And yes, it is kind of weird, a show made us feel kind of bad for tyrannical genocidal rulers, but I don't see White Diamond being any different. While I hope she is still intimidating, I don't see her being a true evil evil antagonist. Only antagonist in a way that she's the opposing force. Or who knows? Maybe White Diamond could be all for healing corruption, but Yellow and Blue Diamond are the ones who are like, no, they don't deserve to be healed. So how would Steven convince them? Well, again, these are all theories, but there is a theory I've been a strong supporter of from the very beginning that I think could come into play now. Since the Diamonds are rulers, they are leaders, they have armies. I mean, Yellow Diamond seems to be a straight up war strategist. There would have to be incentive in healing the gems. So just stick with me here. What if during season 6 we find out that Homeworld is indeed at war with another alien race? Ah yes, the Sneepo theory. I mean, it makes sense, they need an army for a reason. And that could explain why White Diamond has not appeared yet, as many have speculated before. Now, I'm not saying Steven would ever willingly get caught up in a war, but the Diamonds could go, alright, we'll heal all these gems, but you, the Crystal Gems, and all these newly healed gems will have to assist us in a war with the alien race. And I do think narratively, this would be a good place to take the series. Steven would be in a compromising position. Yes, he wants to heal corruption, put all these gems out of their misery and back into a good place, but he doesn't want history to repeat itself by sending them into a war. He would have to make a tough decision. And I think that tough decision would be, alright, we'll help you, but once the gems are healed and the Diamonds are gearing up for battle, Steven will have to get through not just the Diamonds, but the alien race, should it be Sneeple, and not just help fix his mom's mistakes, but help the Diamonds reach a resolve as well. Because imagine how many alien species got screwed over by the Diamonds. I imagine outside of Gemkind, they have a lot of enemies. And ultimately, I think it would be great if Steven Universe wasn't just about Steven protecting the Earth, but protecting, well, the universe. And I think this would set up an interesting storyline for Jasper, because if corruption is cured at the end of this conflict with the Diamonds, Steven getting them to join him, Jasper's return to the series, her character arc, would be at a point where the Diamonds and the Crystal Gems have a treaty. How weird would that be for her? Not only finding out Rose is Pink Diamond, but now the other Diamonds are cool with Steven. They're cool with Garnet and with this Pearl, all these gems that Jasper despised and fought. That would put her character in such an interesting position, and I'm really rooting for it. Now, there's also the question of the townies, and especially Lars and the off-colors, but I'm assuming should the series go in this route, we could see more of the beach city citizens interact with Homeworld, with Gemkind. Lars could have just been the beginning. And with all that said, I think I'm going to wrap up here. What do you guys think? What route do you think season 6 should go? A great place to let us know is Stardust. You know, the app where you can share your reactions, your thoughts, your opinions on movie trailers, TV shows, you know, the good stuff. Now, last time I actually asked you guys to leave your reactions on if Pink Diamond truly loved Pearl, so let's hear your thoughts on that. Roll it.
This is a pretty slight observation, but I was rewatching Rose's Scabbard, and when Steven chases down Pearl to talk to her when she's running away upset, there is a moment when he's jumping over to make the leap to her and he's floating for just a second, but he obviously doesn't have control over his powers yet and doesn't know that they're motivated by emotions, because when Pearl looks at him and he feels some type of way, he immediately starts to sink.
So I believe that Pink Diamond was not in love with Pearl, but that since Pearl was very close to her almost all the time, Pearl showed her that being upper class doesn't really make you that different. That just because someone is in lower class doesn't mean they're worthless.
I think that Rose had a more of a friendship kind of love to Pearl, and Pearl had more like romantic things, so I think that's why it didn't work out so well, and that Pearl was crushed and they didn't communicate well. So yeah.
Does Pink Diamond love Pearl? No, and I think this episode proves it very well. Pink Diamond only loves to play with things. She's a very, childlike one. It's very childish love. She doesn't know what a romantic love necessarily is until she meets Greg. Then she starts to learn to love, ergo the ending song for the show. So, sad tears for Pearl, I guess.
For me to just say my piece about the new video that Crystal Clear from the Roundtable made about did Pink Diamond love Pearl that I just watched. I believe Rose, or Pink Diamond, whatever you want to call it, I believe she saw the potential in Pearl and adored her for it, but not love her.
Again, download Stardust, link is in the description. Follow and tag us in your reactions at Roundtable Vids, so that way you can be featured. If you don't tag us, if you don't follow us, it'll be harder for us to, well, see it. You can also leave your thoughts in the comments below, or tweet them directly to me at OstricFox, or at the Roundtable on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at Roundtable Vids. Want to help the Roundtable grow? Support us on Patreon. Get access to exclusive perks and have your name featured at the end of the video like all these beautiful, wonderful people. Link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and if you're new here, subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications to stay in the loop of all things Steven. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. OstricFox out.